For Kendall and Ross, when Pennington came in, it looked like you guys were ready for him today. What was the key to what you did over the fourth and fifth against him?
Yeah. He's a good arm. Had some good stuff, but I know as a whole offense, we haven't been super happy with how we've been executing our approaches against a lot of guys like that. So I think, we took some pride in that today, and it doesn't always go well, but we did a really good job. And I don't think it was, anything he was doing wrong. It happens. It's baseball. It's kind of funny how it works, but I think we just did a really good job of hunting what we were hunting, and it worked out.
Yeah, Coach T does a great job of getting us our scouting reports and puts together a little plan for us, and we executed it. And he was making good pitches, but we just executed.
And Ross, you and Will Edmondson got in the lineup today. You both had multiple hits. Just maybe kind of take us through what you saw in those two hits, and talk a little bit about making the most of your opportunity today.
Yeah, I'm just up there trying to have quality at bats, not trying to do too much, and really just trying to have fun and enjoy this atmosphere. It's a lot different from where I came from, and it's pretty cool and makes playing baseball really easy and a lot of fun.
Brady, you've been a little bit more pitch to contact your first two starts today at 10 Ks and 5 innings. Just what was the difference?
The difference is just precision with how I'm executing my pitches. I felt like today I could put it really wherever I wanted to. So it was easier for me to change planes and change sides of the plates, and harder to hit when you do that.
And they just mentioned the long bottom of the fourth, and you came back out in the fifth. How difficult is that? And maybe how would you, how were you able to kind of fight through that fifth inning?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. That's why it's so important whenever your offense scores to get a quick inning like that and come back out with a 0. I wasn't too happy with the fifth inning, but glad to come out of it with limited damage.
For you guys, offensively, it didn't go well for you last week. How's this last week felt, given the success? I know you had 21 against Grambling, and then it seems like it's gone well, at least for a couple of innings, both of these games.
Yeah, it's always good to see, obviously. Like I said earlier, it's baseball. There's tons of ups and downs, and I think this group does a really good job with that. It's not always going to be positive outcomes, but we've been talking just amongst each other with Coach Thompson, Coach Warnes, all that type of stuff, and just it's process over outcome. And I think myself and all these guys in the offense with me are really bought into that, and we're not going to stop working. So there's always ways we can get better.
Brady, I wanted to ask you something, because you've been a bullpen guy. I think Will stood down there for about 50 minutes from the time he started warming up till he finally got to come in. How hard is that? And what did you think of how he pitched, given how long he had stayed warm?
Yeah, it's extremely difficult because, you never know how quick an inning can go. You never know how long it's going to take. So it's kind of difficult to time it up. But, he's a veteran. He knows exactly what he's doing, and the results you're going to get from him. He's gonna be consistent every single time. So whenever he comes out of the pen, especially out of me, I feel really good about it.
You guys so many people have asked you about the high strikeouts, but there's not a lot of walks that you're issuing right now. What in your mind, what's been the key to that?
Man, just confidence in our own pitches that we make. We know that, as a whole, we have really, really good stuff. And if you can command all that really good stuff, it's going to be really tough for people to hit.
Brady, Cooper Dossett had another good outing today after pitching the other day, and Jake Farady's also had a nice role for you guys here. How cool is that to see some of your teammates who hadn't been pitching a ton the last couple of years kind of getting their shot and making the most of it?
Man, it's awesome. I think people are just, going off of, the tone that our veteran guys have been setting throughout these games, and it's contagious, man. Hitting's contagious, pitching is contagious, and it just makes me really happy that those guys are finally getting their shot and they're making the most of it.
Kendall, obviously you've hit a lot of home runs before, but this is your first of the year. Was it nice to kind of get that one out of the way and kind of get on the board? Obviously you've been swinging it well, but did a little bit of a weight off your shoulders to get one out of the way?
Maybe a little bit. I think myself and a lot of us, we're kind of like perfectionists. We're never really satisfied with what we're doing. So it was good. I wouldn't say necessarily for the home run, but really get a good barrel on the ball and execute. I was looking for a heater in the count and got it, and executed that. So
Brady, you, Hagan, and Mason now all have 10 strikeout games. Just maybe talk about the competition amongst the three of you guys and the staff as a whole.
I've never seen anything like it, honestly. We've had really good pitching staffs the past 2 years, that I've been here, and this is a whole nother animal, man. We just have guy after guy that's either 95 or locates everything, has 4 pitch mixes. Yeah, I mean, it's just incredibly deep, and it's going to help these guys out a lot too.
Ray, I think last week you threw 78 pitches, 76 pitches this week. Have you been fighting the coaches at all to go back out there? Or are you like understanding of the, the big picture reasoning behind it?
I think I would be fighting the coaches if I didn't have confidence in our bullpen, but I mean, those guys are so good that I really don't have a problem handing the ball off to them because I know they'll finish it.
They're all filthy.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Good on that. Appreciate it, guys. Good stuff.
Thank y'all.